Here we have to think about the diagram. See here, the analytical chemistry is related with chemistry because large number of analysis which is going on in chemistry is a part of analytical chemistry, or without analysis there is no chemistry. Bioinorganic chemistry, organic chemistry, organic analysis, radicals. In case of physical chemistry, we have to measure the quantity, quality. In this way, chemistry, bioinorganic, organic chemistry, and physical chemistry is related to the analytical chemistry. When we think about the physics, there are large number of analyses in case of physical properties, stars, astrophysics, astronomy, biophysics. This is again related with the analytical chemistry due to the various analysis going on. Everybody knows that engineering, cement, tiles, electrical, mechanical fields require analysis. So this field is also related with the analytical chemistry. Pharmaceutical industries are completely depend upon analytical chemistry because of large number of analysis going on. So in case of medicine, pharmacy, clinical chemistry, again analytical chemistry have a strong bond or a strong relationship. Material science, metallurgy, polymers. We have a big company in Aurangabad, that is Garware Polyester. This is also a part of chemistry. Then metals, alloys, solid state. This is related with the analytical chemistry. This work is related with the analytical chemistry. Then when we talk about the social science. How it is possible social science? We have to search the old histories, archaeology with the help of analytical chemistry. Agriculture, soil chemistry or soil analysis, water analysis, milk analysis, food analysis depends upon the analytical chemistry. So we have to concern with the analytical chemistry in case of agriculture, food science, animal science. Then again geology, when we are talking about the bore water, when bore we have to go through the geology. We have to analyze that particular area whether we can find the water or no. In case of environmental science, air analysis, air pollution, water analysis, water pollution, we are going through the analysis. And in case of biology, zoology, these subjects are also related with analytical chemistry, because if you will think seriously, you will find that without analysis now there is no life. So every subject have a strong relationship with analytical chemistry. This is the another part that we had completed. Now the last part, that is analytical process. What are the steps involved in this process? First of all, you have to define the problem. You have to think about the problem. Now then, if for example, if we are talking about the particular pond or river or a particular area, we have to find out the pollution of water in that particular pond. So we have to think about, first of all, we have to think about the factors, then the problem, what need to be found, what you are searching, what information you have, and you have to find out the more information. What is the purpose of doing this? Then again, while doing this thing, your work must think about the accuracy, precision, and the budget of the analyst. Then after finding out the information about the problem, you have to select a method first. of analysis. Then you have to again go for the sample. For example, if we are thinking about the water sample, you have to carry out or you have to take the sample. If the sample is homogeneous, then there is no problem, but if it is heterogeneous, you have to go for the further purpose. So you have to find out the size of the sample. Sample preparation, again selectivity, you have to go for accuracy and precision. You have to find out the cost and speed. You have to go through the literature survey, then decide the standard method. You have to take the sample and sampling statistics. Third part is preparation of the sample for analysis. The sample may be solid, liquid, or gas. Find the ash content, chemical separation, and also you have to think about the instruments and adjustment of the pH. The last part is separation technique. If your components are mixed, you have to go through the separation techniques, or interfering radicals are there, interference is there, you have to go through the separation technique. You have to do the distillation, precipitation, solvent extraction, solid phase extraction, chromatography. After that, separate out your needed content and perform the measurement through various instruments. Calibration, validation, blank readings are necessary. Then calculate the results, do the statistical analysis, prepare the report of the result, and find out the limitations also. Do all the things with accuracy and precision. Here I have completed your first topic, that is scope and importance of analytical chemistry. Thank you.